Okay, we're here at Fordzilla, and we're going to see how Fordzilla starts with its new injection pump. So I'm going to give it some throttle, not too much, because this injection pump's a little bit more sensitive on the throttle than the old one was. We've already hit the overfuel button, and let's see what we get. Oh yeah! Air filter is disconnected. Rag, in case it runs away. Side panel off the injector pump. Overfuel button. Let me just push this fill back in. Overfuel button. Does that. When the governor picks up, it resets and locks. The kill works. I have cut the lead seal. Turned the throttle stop in so it can't over rev. Not much more I can really do. So there you have it. That was just a brief overview of the things that I've done to the Fordson Major here that I call Fordzilla. A few extra things is I'm going to do something about this oil gauge. There's the original oil line that runs all the way back up to the gauge cluster, and the pipe that tees off and goes to the gauge right here is broken up in here. So all I need to do is find that piece and make a hollow bolt to go through the banjo fitting, 2 copper washers, and bam, I'm back in business. Some other things I need to do. I have a brand new fuel pump for it, because the current fuel pump does work, but it is leaking fuel pretty badly. Here is the seal that goes on the piston for the 3-point hitch. You can see my very nice reproduction pan seat with cover. Very comfortable, much better than the crappy old seat that was there. The start of my new wiring harness. PTO works. That also engages your 3-point hitch. 3-point hitch doesn't work unless your PTO's on. Kind of a goofy design, but that's the way it was back then. I still need to make a new alternator bracket because currently it's only supported from the front and you can't tighten the belt. But other than those minor few things there, I'm going to recap on a few things that the video showed before, which is on this side. The fuel pump. Boy, what a nightmare this has been. In one clip you could see the yellow fuel pump, which is a rebuilt one that I bought off of eBay. That one, you can see I've got the side cover off. I have to excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. Anyways, I had the side cover off and you could see all the springs and anything in there. This spring is broken, this pump, still to this day. But that pump worked great for about 2 weeks after I installed it. It always seemed to run a little rich. You would get a lot of black smoke when you throttled it up. which is fine. I thought it was cool, everything was working good. Then one day I ran out of fuel. No big deal. This is a very simple tractor to bleed. You just crack your nuts here. And then it's got, well, here's the original fuel pump, by the way. And it's got a few bleeders through the system. It's very simple. No big deal. I put some fuel in it, bled it, put my fuel stabilizers in there. No big deal. Started right back up. But it wasn't right. It was blowing black smoke like crazy. It didn't matter if it was idling, throttling up, whatever. The best way for me to describe it is like a pull tractor, you know, one of the super mods, going down the pull track, full load, just rolling the coal. But it's like that all the time. So they must not have calibrated the fuel pump correctly, or the injection pump rather. So I need to send that pump off to be calibrated, I guess, but I'm not sure how to go about doing that. I'm not sure the process yet. I have to find out, do I have to provide them with specs? Do I have to provide them with information? I don't know. So I'm going to have to look into that. So, in the meantime, I've discovered by going through parts books and everything that I've got, which I didn't have at the time, but I found out I can split this pump right about here. There's these 4 bolts up on top, and apparently you can take this top cover off, replace the spring, without upsetting any of your adjustments or anything here. And I didn't realize that before, otherwise I probably wouldn't have bought that pump. So, that's where I'm at. So, that's the major hurdles I have to overcome for this machine. And then there's that project. I need to split the Oliver in half and fix the leaking transmission seal, and also probably do the clutch. If we're going to go that far, might as well do the clutch. So that's where I'm at. That's my projects. That's why this thing is blowing black smoke. That's why the original pump is back in it. So here we are. Hope you enjoyed.